Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. All right, we're good. We're good. So, 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 so. Here is the plan. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of regular Minecraft. Gotta go to thing here and do the whole shebang. I don't think I need to do this yet. So, yeah, we're good. We just sneeze. Sorry about that. All right. We're getting down to business here. Let's be real here. The new Minecraft updates were a total flop. Boring. But hey, that's why we have mods. So, without further ado, let's hop right in. Where did I leave off last time? Left off in my house. Now, I was planning on doing something that I forgot what I wanted to do. Oh, yes. I need to upgrade this chest after I put these resources away. So, let's go ahead and do that really quick. And then we're going to need to make another one of these bad boys here. So, go like this, this, and that, right about here. And shebang. Why is that not working? Oh, no, that's not that. Oh, no. I never upgraded these chests from gold. Well, dick and shit. Okay. Okay, which chest needs to be upgraded? This one. So now, bang. So I need wood. So I'm gonna grab some wood here. Great. The reason we need this wood is for torches. And we're also going to need some coal, so I may just go down to the caves. Jeez. Okay. Hold on here. No arrows, dang. Well, that's not good, particularly. Quite frankly, that's not very good. How fast is mine still? Not quickest. Hear a baby zombie down there. And to see cold. Right, and it has fucking armor. Great. Hopefully that's in a cave underneath me and not in the same cave as me right now. That would be rather unfortunate. I'm really looking for here is diamonds and coal. Two of my favorite things. That shit. God damn it. Oh man. That sucks. Dang. It was an L. No! Oh my god, dude. Creepers are out of control. Dang, let's go. Maybe this like adventure would be worth it. We're not done yet here. Ah, fantastic. I just want to check the walls. Yeah, we're that desperate for diamonds, okay? I guess it ends here. Sick. No shovel. Dang. At this rate, they might as well change the name of the game to Explorecraft. Maybe Mine Explore or Explore Mine. Less craft. That's what seems like is going on here. Mine Explore Craft. Craft coming last. And how often do I really craft? Often, I would say, but I don't know. My point is non-logical. Okay, it's just crafted. Keep note of that. That's important. Write that down, write that down. We just crafted at 4:05. Oh my God. Okay. Alright, now we can go explore that other area. I'm satisfied with my explorations here. Can't believe Minecraft Dungeons made it into arcades. That's crazy. Arcades have Minecraft Dungeons now. Is that not the wackiest thing in the world? Minecraft fucking Dungeons. Gotta start bringing trapdoors with me. Looks like there's more to the story here, so wait, I saw a little thing. No, I didn't. Alright. We'll come back for this area. It's my plan B. It's always good to have a plan B, C, and pretty much every single letter of the alphabet, guys. Take into account every possible failure you might have. Just trust me, people will take advantage of your failure and use it against you. So that's why you always want to have as many backup plans as possible. I haven't even run through the whole alphabet yet. I've run through like 4 letters. But it's not like you have to have all your plans pre-made. But, you know, you can have a general idea of what type of plan is going to come after the next fail. So you kind of have a blueprint for plans, rather. For the way you structure your plans after a given failure. And the guidelines you follow for the structure of a plan. That's what keeps you from making plans that don't work. Plans that don't work for you. Let me add that in. Plans that don't get you what you want. This could be a spawner. I could turn into a spawner. Definitely be quicker than the blaze spawner. Is it a worth it thing? Not entirely sure, guys. Not entirely sure. Here, let's mark it on the map. Be the dig down here point. You can make a ladder all the way down here. Unfortunately, I was not able to incorporate iron ladders into this mod pack. But I may be able to do that now. Who knows? Great. Let me go ahead and patch this up here. See what we got here. A little bit of coal, a little bit of string, and some melon seeds. Ass. Oh, sweeping edge 1. That is not the worst. Damn. I need to find and kill some Endermen if I can. Oh, I don't want to give away things that have trim on them. like trim. They're cool to put on armor stands. God. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, right? Like, one of my biggest difficulties is not being picked apart. My whole world that I have here, but luckily for me, you know, I've been playing it pretty safe with my mysteriousness, so nobody really understands my content fully yet. Not that it would really be the end of the world if somebody did full, like, kind of get the understanding. It would just be disappointing for me because, you know, then they would be able to pick it apart and make less of it. But once again, luckily for me, I play things pretty safe. Don't take any unnecessary risks. I do in Minecraft, but not in real life. I also really know how to test to see what happens when I do a certain thing. That can be a very educational experience. Trial and error. Beep boop. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it in a way where it's not 100% apparent that that's what you're trying to do sometimes. We live in a very subtle world. Little subtle things you have to look out for. Little subtle signs that you really need to pay attention for. Good thing is, I have a good eye for those. Oh, well, did that to yourself, buddy. Oh shit. No amount of potions can save you. Now, the way I kind of have things set up, I just kind of like to sit and laugh. That's kind of like what I like to set things up like. Or I just like to watch people grasp at straws. You know? And that brings me joy because people fear what they don't understand, guys. Okay? And they oversaturate things with detail when they don't understand. And that is lovely to see. It's like watching somebody like struggle to take a test or something, and you know, they're just really frustrated. You know, because they're like, I know this. Like, you know, I'm smart. I mean, I'm not very smart, but it's funny to watch people who are smart do that because, you know, it's hard to make them do that. For the most part, you know. You know, until they can't work their mind around something. And then, you know, just get to watch them struggle a little bit. It's great. You know. I'm honestly just really surprised nobody just has me all figured out yet. It's just very interesting. Sometimes it's honestly kind of concerning. Like, pretty sure, this is something that's just not that difficult, But then I remember, oh, wait, I don't really provide, the details necessary to even get to the major points of understanding. And I like that. That's what keeps them curious. Oh, great. Arrows. Bad. Perfect. Crap. Hold on. Oh boy, this is getting tough, man. See if I have any on me. No, I don't. I don't have a single arrow on me right now. Take out you. No arrows from that. That was kind of frustrating. It's mainly because of that creeper that fricked everything up. I mean, at this point, so many people have wasted their time on me. Nobody wants to do it anymore. And it's unfortunate, but, it's good. Because, I thrive around here unbothered. That's great. Because, they know they're just going to be thrown in for a million loops and more. So it's, just stay away. It's great. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh crap. Hold on here. Hurry it up here. Oh, I don't have space. Fuck this music disc. Every time I start to get worried, I'm reassured that nobody really understands. So it's like, never really need to worry. I'm probably about to get a music disc. Nope. And I'm not trying to like throw in like a whole villain arc thing here. That's not really. It's just my ideas and my methods of thinking. You know, my concepts that nobody has a grasp on. You know, full picture that I'm trying to paint. It's like a big portrait. You know. Part of it is that I just like fucking with people too. That's kind of another big piece of it. Just kind of wasting their time. Some people got tons of it and they spend a lot of it online. Just like me. But, you know, it's all set up in a way where even if people don't waste their time on me, still okay. That was something I initially didn't have. I didn't have the ability to work around that, but I found it, and it was like my golden goose. I was like, this is the most fantastic realization and conceptualization I've ever reached. Because ain't nobody topping this. But it wasn't, because, you know, after a while of like tweaking with something, you kind of, you know, find ways to make it better and even better than you initially pictured. I need to kill that Enderman right now. Ow. Oh, it's over there. God damn you. I love the Nif Spiders mod. We got another one. No, my arrows got blown up. If you want to test something, you have to be very careful not to indicate at all that you're testing it. Especially when it's in a public setting where people are intelligent and they can easily easily notice that you're testing something. But if I were to say the words like social experiment, that'd be giving it a little too much credit. You know what I mean? It's more like just like playing with people's reactions online. To just kind of understand the way that they do things in their mind. Their methods to thinking and tuning things out. What? I was totally blocking. Oh my god, I'm literally gonna die. Careful. Get in the water. Come at me, buddy. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I need your pearls, buddy. Yeah, toying with people's reactions, that was like the just very early stages. I don't really do much of that anymore, because I have what I need to know. You know what I mean? I understand enough about social media interaction now, to where it just doesn't really matter. Like, I don't need to do those types of tests anymore. I can just kind of fill in the blanks. Like, you know, to keep my balance that I like to have, you know? I keep a nice balance. It's all about balance. The best part is nobody knows how to throw off that balance. So, you know, because they'll never know if they're doing exactly what I want or if they're doing what I don't want. There's no way to decipher that. Gotta be careful though, because it's really easy to slip up and give that kind of information away. Suddenly they know how to, you know, mess up your, I guess, plan that you have, for just how to do, you know, navigate your way through the internet properly. I will say, though, as a lot of people are sheep, majority of everybody is a sheep, but people are definitely smart, that's for sure. They know how to figure things out. So, that's where you have to be careful, because, you know, they will figure it out. It's not a matter of if or how, it's a matter of when. So, you know, you constantly, you know, it's like the nuclear launch codes for the White House. You have to constantly be changing your strategy, constantly be slightly altering the way that you go about things. Let's go ahead and mark this on the map right here. I think we've already been to this one before. Obviously, you know, my goal is not exactly to reach fame, more so just to be able to just, you know, continue, like, what's the word? Treading water. So I can just stay right where I am, to some degree. But hey, if things do reach that point, then I got a whole new exciting world to dabble with. That can be really fun. It can be really easy to accidentally, you know, achieve a level of popularity that you didn't intend. You know, it's kind of like riding a dirt bike. When you can't really differentiate between the throttle and the brake, basically. I've had an experience like that before. Great. These suckers. Okay, it's time for these motherfuckers to get off my property. Oh, there's many of them. Let me make it clear. If I tried to do something to gain fame, it would be cringe as fuck. All I really know how to do is tread water. That's why, it's one of the reasons why I don't prefer a demanding audience. Or I don't put out something where people regularly expect something, because that can be really, problematic in the long run of things. It's nothing that can't be worked around, especially because it's extremely beneficial. But, gang. Let's go ahead and slap efficiency 5-4 on this house. Boom. And repair this, because I wasted a lot of durability of this thing in the nether. So, we don't want to redo that. There we go. Then I need to go and get this waystone out here, because it's honestly a waste of a good waystone. Now, I say we do kind of need to get the rest of the map explored, but I mean, we already know it's over there, so I want some new fun stuff. I did see an underwater thingamajig over here that I would like to take a little peeky sneak at. Most of the times I've had a piece of content that has gotten a bit up there with the numbers, I've been like, uh-oh, like that wasn't my best move there, but, find the underwaterness. Where is it? Oh, it's so much easier to see during the nighttime. Which is weird. You think it'd be easier in the daytime. It's easier in the nighttime. So I figured while I'm out here, I might as well go for it, right? I also like that I can still make fun of cornballs without getting a fucking armada of fucking, like, just people about it. Oh, look, it's funny, dude. Okay, jeez, it's funny. Gosh. God. That's sometimes what you have to do with these people because they are fucking relentless. Like, if you don't laugh at their joke, like, it's like that Flint Rider meme, you know what I mean? He's got his hands up with a bunch of swords around him. It's like, okay, it's funny. Jeez. God. You are a crazy motherfucker, you know that? Don't even realize it because you are fucking indoctrinated. Great. Oh no. Time to get out of here. Found one. There's more here and I know it. Suppose this would be easier with the new Mounts of Mayhem update. But look, I'm not saying what I'm doing here is smart. It's just... Ow, what the hell? Get away from me. I'm not saying what I'm doing here is smart. It's just dumb tricks done carefully. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I'm totally gonna die from this stupid little fish. What the hell? Because it's not often that you meet somebody of just standard intelligence that's as careful as I am. Pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm saying careful, not smart. Okay? It's an important balance to keep. Because a lot of people, they get reckless. And then, you know, it's all ruined. Because they fucked it up. They play into it too much. Keep things nice and easy. Nice and comprehensible. Nice and noise-free. In a way where even if, I can say what I'm saying without totally ruining this experience for myself. Talk about it without revealing the strategy. One of the things I realized early on, people will say, "Oh, you just revealed it right there." That's something you want to just realize is there. It's their fight for control that you're witnessing there. You know, their fight for control, saying, "No, I know. Of course I know. I'm smart. I'm a human being. Human beings are smart. You know what I mean? It's their control over their understanding that they're fighting for. Jesus. No. Because people want to feel like they have a good grasp on the situation. They want to feel like, people like what they expect. Which is an understanding, which is to be able to understand. Sometimes, you feel a little bad because you're like, well, I could just make it make sense for this person right now, and they would feel like totally fine. They wouldn't feel like they have to fight for their control of understanding. But then you kind of realize that would kind of ruin it, though. That's the thing. So, just gotta keep going with it. Something I like to think about a lot is the background logo for Minecraft. Right? Like the classic one. People went out of their way to find that. That's a great example of how, people like what they can control and harness and be able to control themselves. You don't get to do that here. Okay? You don't control here. You observe. Oh, I know how to make it. No, I don't know how to make it. Dang it. It's a chair. Armadillo chair. You could call it an armchair. Boom, baby. Fido is ready for action. You're still not coming with me, though. It's too dangerous. Go ahead and head this way. Try to get some more ground covered here. Oh, he lives in me a chat. Hold on. But anyways, yeah. Okay, everything's on. Perfect. Testing. So, once again, it's not like I got like some secret evil scheme going on here, but you have to be careful with people on the internet because they like to ruin everything. They like to suck. And so that's kind of why, I'm so careful and particular with my strategy. Because once they understand, they suck and they're annoying and they make everything suck with their existence. So, a lot of people say, a community can really enlighten the experience. I strongly disagree. A community can destroy everything and very quickly and just make everything totally suck. I mean, so I like to keep things mysterious, This isn't a community engagement thing. This is me. I'm in control of my project, I'm in control of my image. I'm in control of it all. Okay? You have no power here. You have none. You have nothing in the Dorn Keebler. And that's what's beautiful about it, is that it's all mine. Okay? It doesn't belong to you. You can't do anything with the Dorn Keebler. Only I can. Because I'm the only one who has the blueprint. You are completely powerless in my field of Dorn Keebler. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? That's not a bad thing. It's learning to accept what you can't control and have no influence over. It's learning to accept that, you're never going to be able to interact with me. You're never going to be able to, do anything around here. Maybe one day, when I know that I have some people whose vision directly and perfectly aligns with mine, but that day will never come, and I know that. That day will never ever come. So, it's just impossible. And I know that day will never come because I've seen the way people design projects. I've seen, I've observed all forms of, just media in general. Just seeing how other people's, how they do things. How they, how they work on projects. And it just doesn't work for me, They're okay with things not being perfect. And that's not going to work for me, They're okay with things not being completely by the books, by my books, And that's just not going to fly, Not only that, but, people care too much about what other people think. And that's also a huge problem. They have, let me think. You don't know, but I just say that. That's my clutch word, like. It's like the word like, but instead for me it's and like, and other things that I just kind of say. But, other people also, they want numbers. They want influence. They want engagement. That's not what I want. Other people, they want very basic things as a content creator. And that's not what I want. This is a very fine art, Very fine art of the Dorn Keebler. people, they get too social about it. They want people to understand, you know. But they just, they wanna keep things secret, but they just need people to see this. It's that's just so boring. You know, what's great about what other people don't understand is that, it keeps that sense of mystery and doesn't oversaturate things. Like Marvel, for example. That's a pretty good example of oversaturation of details and overly revealing content that just kind of reveals your whole plan and then everybody fully understands it. Okay? Five Nights at Freddy's made that mistake. And now everybody knows about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not a mystery anymore. It's not exciting anymore. Everybody has Five Nights at Freddy's all figured out. Alright, guys, that's going to be it for today. It's a great live stream. I gotta go, though, so.